You keep slapping that bass.
I've been around the world, had my pick of any girl. You'd think I'd be happy, but I'm not. Everybody knows my name, but it's just a crazy game. Whoa, it's lonely at the top.
You keep.
Listen to the band they play just for me. Listen to the people pay just for me. All the applause, all the praise, and all the money that I have made. Whoa, it's lonely at the top.
Everybody skate backwards.
There you go. Hey now.
It's late night skate party here on the Debbie Daily Show, starring Steve Rush.
Yes, I have my skates on right now. I've fallen several times. I'm pretty excited about that.
Remember that drop that the producer made that time that goes, "I'm Steve, motherfucking," and he put Rush.
Yeah.
I wonder if I still have that drop. That was kind of cute, wasn't it?
You have every drop from, I don't know, the 80s on.
I don't know. I did some house cleaning with it one time, and I don't have all of those.
It's on one of those laptops, one of those hard drives somewhere. I know it is. I know it lives somewhere in your life.
You're probably right. I'm so
What's
tired.
wrong? Did you just have a long day? It is late. Jesus Christ, it's almost 2 in the morning where I'm at.
Yeah, but I don't keep hours anymore. I just do what I want to do. I stayed on a schedule for 20 years. I'm tired of being on a schedule.
I agree with you.
Seriously.
I'm like, that's
so
let's do
weird.
this.
It's so weird. I had to be like, up at 6:30, had the kids, just screw it. I just kind of do what I want to do. But
I know. That's how I feel.
yeah.
I always see your kids are grown. My kids are grown. And I keep saying this to myself. It's like, it's my turn. I raised you guys. I did everything I have to do. Now it's my turn, which sounds selfish. But really, it's not, actually, So,
what is that saying? They say the first 20 years you build it up, the second 20 years you muck it up, and the last 20 years you clean it up, or something. I forgot what it was, but something about, and I've heard something about, doing what you want to do. I mean, I just want to live my life the way I want to live my life before I'm too old to,
Right.
I mean,
and that's why I'm moving, because it's that time in my life where I've done this so long in the same place for so long. Yeah, I mean, I scoot around the country a lot, but this is a permanent move for me. So, and this is a much more beautiful aesthetic place to be, more artistic, and I mean, it's time for me to do the second part of my life. That's what I keep saying to myself. It's if I do live to be, 98 years old. So, I'm ready.
you know what I was thinking we could do? This would be fun. We could open up the late night DJ call-in request line.
I'm ready. I have my little shitty audio set up, but I could still answer some phone calls.
We could do that. Now I don't.
Who could stop us?
Well,
No one.
I couldn't conjure up Blaine or the old grandma lady, but I could conjure up some calls here. We'll just have to see if the phone rings, and if we do, what they request, and then we'll get it on for them, right? We'll get it on.
Well, we're going to get it on, ladies.
Bang a gong.
Get it on. Remember that ass? What? If you had to pick your favorite song like that isn't like a mushy song, but just like riff wise, like Bang a Gong had just such a great riff to it. What like is the best hook song you've ever heard? Do you have a favorite? Not ballad.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And it would have to be, you mean that amazing opening riff, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that kind of just grabs you right from your teeth and just pulls you.
Okay. It's a little bit wild for this time of night, but I think it would have to probably be this.
Really?
Well, once it gets through this long intro, you know. It's a pretty catchy intro. I mean, a pretty catchy riff once you get past all this stuff. Video MTV. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. That's a good one for an opening riff, right?
Good. Yeah, it is a great opening riff, actually. Yeah, Sting to do a song with anybody, it's just really, really cool. And Dire Straits, a band that never gets any respect, really. That was huge for them. And they were kind of just making fun of MTV. You know, the little faggot with the earring, with the little faggot with the makeup, the little faggot's got his own jet airplane.
Little faggot is a millionaire.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're making fun of the MTV generation. Really an interesting song.
Here's another one that's a good one. Now, this is not the cheesy Americans that stole it. This is the sweetheart that did it from over there. That poor guy. I did song, Mama. Mama did song for America. It's called Rock Me Amadeus. Amadeus. Did you ever see that sad video he did with Del Comerso? Listen to him.
Rock me Amadeus.
Ooh, rock me Amadeus.
Rock me Amadeus.
Come on already. You don't understand what they say, so I talk to you, and I say, rock me, I'm a superstar. He's so cute. I feel it get the far, and I do it in the car, and I rock me Amadeus, could rock me Amadeus.
Me and you could do our own song. Break out the freaking ukulele, and we're making our own. We're making our hit right here, right now. You people are witnesses to this. Debbie, do it. Pick it up. Start it.
Okay, hold on. This is the cheesiest. Have you ever seen this video when he did? See, Falco was this poor schmuck over in, I think, Austria. That was brilliant. It was brilliant. He came up with De Carmassor. He came up with Rock Me Amadeus. And these jerks from America said they redid them and they took them to number one. And this poor schmuck was going, "That's my song, Papa. Why don't you make it a song?"
I thought he got paid for that.
You're
got paid really
stupid.
Well. No?
I sing this song.
What are you doing?
He wanted to sing my song, Papa. I don't know what to do. I say, okay, sing my song. And he did this one. And the video looks like a Goofy Bone video. It looks like, you know, where he's walking the whole time?
Yeah. I unfortunately remember this.
He's running. He's doing a fake run towards the camera. Run. That's all he's doing. He's running from the cars, which is the Commissar. He goes, Look at him. I do video for Americas on MTV.
I make my family very proud.
My papa, he said, you make a lot of money for the family.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, na ist es nichts dabei, nur wenn ich euch erzähl die Geschichte. Nichtsdestotrotz, ich bin es schon gewohnt, im TV-Funk, da läuft es nicht. Tja, sie war jung, so rein und weiß und jede Nacht hat ihren Preis.
That's a word, Debbie.
Do what?
That's a word.
Up.
By the way, can you hand me the chuh?
Can you hear me? The chuh.
I don't know. I'm a big riff guy, so I like power riffs, and I'd say Black Sabbath probably put out the best power riffs. Radar Love is a great one. Smoke on the Water. That's what I'm kind of feeling.
Oh yeah, it's
Man
good.
by Rush. I'm sorry, but it's just the greatest entry with a guitar. So many great ones, but Smoke on the Water is probably the most remembered one. And anything that Black Sabbath touched was just, you knew that you were going to be rocked. I know that was
remember this song, Steve? I didn't mean to interrupt you, but look, listen to this. Born to be alive. Rocking it out here on the hits you don't want to miss. I'm Debbie, and on KSUG, the radio station with Pull, we are taking requests at the, just call 1-800-WE-SUCK.
And we do.
We do.
For the right price, we suck and blow. So
Yes, we
enjoy the
do.
show.
That's right, we do. Let's see. Let's get into, what?
You're playing some fucking terrible music.
Steve, that's good stuff right there. Dun. Ow, ow, ow. We are now cruising through early 80s, but we're going backwards, boys and girls. We're going to take a 50-year dive right now. Well, I saw it on the Twitter page. All right, shut up. We just got a tweet
All right.
from somebody down in Mobile, Mobile, Alabama. And what do you think that they're wanting to hear?
Oh, I think they want to know
Come on, what's that question?
What's that smell like fish?
That's right.
Oh man, I love me some fish. It smells.
What's
The
that
last time I
smell like,
smelled-
fish malt? You know, some people think that we like make these songs up, and we don't. We don't.
We'd be wealthy if we did, because these guys probably made $20 a piece on these songs. You figure, you know what? We're playing songs that these people made absolutely no money on.
Exactly.
These songs from the 30s, these guys made nothing on. Maybe they played some gigs, they got their booze, they got a place to sleep. That's about it. $20 in their pocket. Nowadays, these idiots come out here and they sing this stupid song to a synthetic beat, and they make millions. And then, or you could listen to Lick It and Stick It, and boom, she got nothing for that. All right, look it up. Wait, Debbie, hold on one second. Let me grab this line. It's going to be line 46. Line 46, you're on the air. How you feeling?
Hi, is this KSUG?
This is K-Sug, baby. What you got?
Listen, I'm calling you down here from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I was wondering
How's the weather? Hey, man, we're curious about the weather. We do weather reports with every phone call. What's it like right now? Talk to me.
I can't
Feel it.
I can't wake up Daddy.
Yeah, you know, you called me before. I have to ask you a question. What's the story with your old man? What's he doing?
Daddy's taking a nap.
It sounds like you're living in a dark world, young lady.
Daddy's taking a nap right now.
Don't wake Pa. Don't wake your
I
Pa.
don't want to wake up Daddy.
So what song can I play for you? Spin some wax for you, as we say to use kids.
I think Daddy's coming. Would you play, please, Blind Boy Fuller's What's That Smell Like Fish Malt, please?
You got it, honey. What's your name, by the way? Let me catch you.
I can't tell you my name. Here comes Daddy. He's coming down the hall.
You better
He's
run,
coming. I
bitch.
gotta go.
All right,
I'm
go.
not on the phone, Daddy.
All right, here goes.
I'm back, Steve. Was that a call? Oh,
That was a call from somebody.
you already
Sounds
cued
like
the song?
Should be playing.
Here
There
we
we
go.
go.
From 1913. You
I'm
gotta
dancing.
smell like fish. Pretty baby wants to know. So who called? That girl from? Oh no, sorry.
What's that smell like fish, mama? Do that really want to know? What's that smell like fish, baby? Good if it really wants to know. Smell like pudding and it ain't
I love it. I love it.
It's a good song. It's a very highly requested song. I never get to take the calls on the request line.
Well, we're going to have to change that.
Well, maybe somebody will call that I can talk to later.
Earlier.
I'm actually sleep talking. Are you serious? You won't believe this.
What happened?
Guess who's live in the studio right now?
I would love to know.
I'm here to sing my song. It's me, Steve. It's Sweet Emma.
Sweet Emma. Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Where do I sit? Over here? Let me get my guitar out. Hold on. I mean my piano. I'm sorry. I said guitar.
Well, honey, you are 94, so we're going to give you a little bit of credit there. Make sure she gets set up. Put her on line 4, and we'll play her right through the console. All right, her mic's good.
Do I sit over here? Do I sit over here?
You're going to sit over there?
Sit right there, Sweet Emma.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to sing your classic hit?
The only hit I ever had was what?
Sugar Roll.
No, ain't nobody gonna give nobody none of my jelly roll. Steve.
Jelly Roll. You know what, Debbie? Can you hand her teeth real quick? She sings better with her teeth in.
Thank you so much. All right. I forget if I'm over here with me or over there. All right.
She seems to want to be close to you.
And a 1 and a 2 and wait, hold on. Get off the piano. Yes, thank you. Okay. She brought her piano with her. Go ahead, take it away, Emma. What's that outside? Okay, turn her up over there. Here we go.
All right.
I ain't gonna give nobody none of my jelly roll. I wouldn't give you a piece of cake.
Jewish producer,
Did you hear that, Jewish producer?
have you seen
Jelly Roll Jazzin'?
Have you seen Sweet Emma? Sweet Emma's beautiful.
Oh, my God, dude.
Take a look. Take a look. Just take a look.
Oh.
She's precious. Here she comes. Ready?
I'm just going to add this. The blacker the berries, the sweeter the
I can
juice.
save your soul. My mama told me that day before she went away. If I be a good little girl, or she'd put my hair in curls.
And she give me my teeth. Don't give nobody none of my jelly roll.
She is probably the most attractive black woman I've ever seen in my life. JP, what are you thinking?
She looks like she was probably 50 when she was 13. You know what I mean?
She looks like maybe she was probably a mummy for 80 years, and then they unwrapped her and they figured out she could sing.
Wait, she's got talent. Start on rolling. That's why she's called Jelly Roll. That's why it's called Jelly Roll, because when they unrolled her.
Oh, wait a minute. She's going to do another one for us. Take it away, sweet.
Now, there's a gal here tonight who represents...
That's her producer here with her.
No, that's me. I see how I changed my voice.
Oh, yeah, there you are.
This is a city that likes to have fun, and Emma Barrett likes
That's
to
Jewish
have
producer
fun.
behind that guy.
Things, or as you saw her doing
We're going to hear her
very well.
singing.
Emma, come over here just a second before you sit down at the piano.
Come on over here, Emma. Let me touch
This
your
guy is actually in our studio here.
You don't have to answer me.
Hooker.
You like PQ? You won't. You stop counting. You have any grandchildren?
She got a lot of face.
Do they play music?
Oh, no, they don't.
Looks like her face started melting.
Who taught you to play piano?
Professor Nicholson?
Do you teach a lot of jazz people?
Well, not at that time, but I just pick it up
Well, I
myself.
see the heat between these two.
You remember Louis? Louis Armstrong?
Oh, sure, I worked with him.
You did? When he was first starting?
On the boat on, the steamer Sydney?
The steamer Sydney, on the riverboat? You've had your own band, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
Well, now, I know that besides playing wonderful jazz piano and singing fine, that you...
It looks like Dennis Rodman.
Okay, listen, buddy. We're paying for Emma. This time is ours. Can you just get her to sit down and play a little bit of Won't You Come Home, Bill Bailey? Right?
Okay, anything you want to do at the piano will be all right with us.
No,
Don't
it's
hide
not
the bells.
anything we want, sir. We're paying for it.
Their bells
It's
are
on
right
our
there.
show. Show some respect, dickhead.
Get him out of here.
Just play Emma.
It's our time. Go ahead, Em, anytime.
They play themselves.
He's blowing that trumpet right in her ears. She's slapping those ivories. Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home?
Baby, please don't sing along with me. It's my song.
Okay. The evening I threw you out, and I was sad and alone. Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? What is that? Wait, what are we looking at? Stop. What is that? What is this?
Sweet Emma's garter. That's from high school. That's 75 years old.
She's ringing bells on her legs.
That trumpet was.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Just get a kick bass on there too. She can play some drums for us.
Oh Lord, I don't know why we took that call. We just get out of. All right, let's play some serious music now. Let's entertain these people that are listening to this, all 5 of them, okay?
No, I think it's down to 3.
Top 10 ugliest rock bands of all time. I know Rush would be up there.
I'd agree with you. Yeah.
Not pretty people. Not pretty
You're
people.
right. They're not good-looking people. I'd give you that.
No.
But you know what? I like that. I think that gives them character.
Yeah, they earn it the old-fashioned way.
There's a sign at the Lubbock Country Club.
JP.
There's a sign at the Lubbock Country Club that says, "At the Lubbock Country Club, we make money the old-fashioned way. We inherit it." So
It's pretty clever.
Ugliest all-time bands. Thinking.
Ugliest
I would
all-time.
say like up there with Rush. Though. Rush and Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd were ugly. There's a lot of real ugly bands.
I think the Rolling Stones were ugly. I'm sorry. I don't think Mick
there you
Jagger
go.
was good looking. I mean, every member of that band was ugly.
Well, let's take a look at Pink Floyd, though.
What about Kiss? Except for Paul Stanley was a good looking guy. The rest of them looked like they got hit by fucking buses. Their own tour buses.
All right, here they are in 71. Let's see what they look like, okay?
Yeah, that's a good one to pull up.
Come on. Oh, wow. They're in the Coliseum?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well,
I played there when I was 3.
By the way, which one's pink?
Very nice.
Who let them do that?
Money.
That's sort of almost disrespectful. Wouldn't you agree, sort of?
I don't
This
know.
album sounds like nothing I've ever heard where it's recorded.
Well, imagine the acoustics, JP, because, I mean, they were known for just amazing sound. And think of that's where people were thrown to the lions, and Caesar Augusta would be there.
Yeah.
Be a trip to eat some acid and walk through those courtyards.
Now, wait a minute, he's not that ugly. Oh, man, look at that. That's Sid Barrett. No, I mean, sorry, not Sid. That's Steven's got his autograph on the wall. Man, people nowadays don't know what they miss.
How about it?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't there then. Most of us weren't there then, but still, we were young enough. Our parents bled this into our brains, you know.
Oh, absolutely. That's why we respect real music.
This was recorded the year I was born.
72. Okay.
Which makes me
said
very
the
old.
year. Sorry. Yeah.
It's nice.
4 years younger than me, man.
Not bad.
Oh, man, look at this.
We're going to be on a Floyd trip.
Just for a minute. Roger Waters, that's who Steven's got an autographed guitar on the wall.
Wow.
Yeah, let me pull this needle out of my arm.
What?
This was written about Sid Barrett's heroin addiction before the shows.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, Sid Barrett was very good looking back in the day. So Sid Barrett, it's post Sid Barrett where they got real ugly.
I think Led Zeppelin was ugly. I think that Jimmy Page was gas. Oh, look, this is recently. This must have been when Steven saw them. God, listen how good they still sound.
Yeah, this is definitely recent. Yeah.
Now, on YouTube, there is a video of Steven at the concert with Roger Waters, and they're singing. Don't they put a big picture of a wall up and they start singing to Sid?
So you think you can tell
I don't know about
That's him. Listen, that's him.
heaven from hell?
Blue skies from pain. Listen to everybody singing.
Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rain? A smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell? Get you to trade.
That's awesome.
Your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees.
This was live at Earl's Court in London in 1994. So it's not too recent, but it's not, the 70s. So, wow.
Right. It's beautiful lighting.
Yeah, it's real mystical. Steve, you could have done that part. Now, what Steven saw was in 2011 the Pink Floyd tribute. No, it was where they did the tribute to Sid Barrett.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have to give
Side of the Moon.
I'm going to give Pink Floyd the biggest award for the best lighting ever. Lasers and lighting show. Their light show is second to nobody. Nobody could do what they did. They spent more money on that than, Jesus Christ, their sound was already profound. So they just put a great show on.
This is, I think it's the same concert. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking it's the same concert. They did Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky was known to start off with a very quiet orchestra, and then he would just boom, he would wake you up,
build up. Yeah,
their light shows were pretty amazing. Listen, they're playing the old I was really drunk at the time.
They did some innovative stuff, man. They were so far ahead of their time.
So you have to explain why you were mad, even if you're not mad. I've always been mad. I know I've been. So you have to explain why you were mad.
It was all about a train and stuff, The Wall, and The Wall was written all about his life. Wow, look at that. Listen to that sound. That's crazy. It's so good. Okay, guys, how do they get that sound that good, that clear?
Well, you have to remember that they're playing. This band is legendary. Everything they're going to do is going to be critiqued and it's going to be refined. And these guys are just going to play the best music that you'll ever hear in the world because they're known
it's
for
the
it.
equipment is what I'm saying. How do they get that clarity like that?
It's
Listen
all
to this.
it's amplified properly. Great acoustics.
Look at that kid. Oh, I'm playing with Pink Floyd.
Breathe in the
it sounds like you're listening to a big DVD, a CD, you know?
Absolutely. That's how you get. That's how you could differentiate the good bands from the bad bands.
Yeah,
how are they live?
Like if you hear, "Oh, I came in drunk again late last night. That baby of mine, you don't treat me right." I mean, I guarantee you, I'm just threw that out there, but I guarantee that
George Thorogood.
Probably sounds real, you know.
But there's a difference, a big difference. George Thorogood is not a great vocalist. He's just a vocalist.
Well, I'm talking about equipment here, though, is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, sound quality will definitely be awesome. It should be phenomenal.
That baby of mine would let me in. Moving on over, rocking on over.
There's just no comparison.
No.
I mean, and Pink Floyd sounds like it just...
They're in the studio.
Mm-hmm. Do you agree, JP?
But if you took it's about budgets too, Deb. I mean, Pink Floyd has an endless budget. You know, bands like that, just their budget is ridiculous in what they could use as far as equipment, as far as the boards that it's going to be channeled through. Mm-hmm. That's going to finally make it to CD quality. George Thorogood didn't make 1/100th of what Pink Floyd
Remember,
made.
we have a guest in studio, Steve, Jewish producer. Is he still here?
Who's that?
Yeah, I think he's just...
JSP is...
Oh, chilling.
Oh, I just don't like when everybody's talking over JP because he doesn't talk very much. Ding dong! Or I just don't want to talk over JP. Who's eating?
Well, after all these years, you're going to have to ask. Really? No.
I'm always eating chips.
I had to go
like
over to
munching out while you listen to Pink Floyd. Oh yeah.
Never done that
God.
before, right? Never done that before. Oh, look at this.
No.
Stevie Ray Vaughan, Chuck Berry, and George Thorogood. See, I happen to have a crush on George Thorogood. I've met him before.
Motivating over the hill, I saw Maybelline and I couldn't fit. Cadillac rolling on an open road, nothing outrun my V4. Cadillac doing about...
That sounds like crap. We need somebody else. Somebody pick a song or a band, and we got to top Pink Floyd.
For the best audio?
Who'd you
Try
say?
the Police.
They were great in concert. I saw them. They were amazing. They sounded so good. Who would be the best? Fleetwood Mac would be amazing live.
Live and in person?
Fleetwood Mac. Oh, absolutely. Fleetwood Mac is amazing live.
Let's see what I can pull out here. I've heard him do Roxanne Unplugged before. Oh, here they are live. This is them doing, what are they doing? Here's Synchronicity live.
Oh, I love that song.
From 1983, The Police.
I still think it'll sound crappy compared to Pink Floyd.
Possibly.
Well, I want to play. It's like, we present...
It's a long one. You're going to jump ahead.
No, it's horrible.
Okay, bad song.
That's a great song. I love that song. Look at the year, though. That was 83. That's 83, guys. You got to remember the quality in audio wasn't as good as it's gotten in the 90s. It had gotten so much better.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to put that into context as well.
Okay, let's try.
Ooh, Alan Parsons.
Alan Parsons Project.
Where
Phenomenal.
do you see that at? Where do you see that at? Oh, okay. Well, it's the complete show. Well, I just don't want a bunch of intros. Oh, yeah. I'll play it. Come on, it's going to take forever. Here we go. no way they can beat Pink Floyd. They don't sound all that great.
Yeah.
The only band I could think of is Rush. That's the only band that would have the same budget as Pink Floyd. They have a bigger budget. Toto would be great live. Toto would be amazing live. That's a phenomenal band.
Where did we see them at?
Right, third down.
But that's not live. That's just the very best.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Here is, let's see, Whitesnake, Kansas, Pink Floyd, Chicago. Let's try them. This is an old one, but they could sound good.
It's going to be an oldie, yeah.
Drop this vocal mic, Jimmy. How's Bobby? Where's our stuff? Bobby's all right.
I think the whole track could be brought down.
Sounds like 3M.
I don't know, man. It sounds...
Yeah, the track is cranked quite a bit. Okay, we think we have a new mix on the earphones, and why don't you play a little bit so we can evaluate it?
Which one was Lamb that accidentally killed himself? The singer? Remember? It's him. He was playing with a gun that wasn't loaded and it went off and killed him. Peter Cetera.
I love Peter Cetera.
That's Peter Cetera. What was his name? Lamb?
I don't know. There he is. Stupid trolls go, oh, Debbie's brother killed himself. No, he didn't. He accidentally killed himself. Those guns are tricky. It's the same gun that killed Jay, my little brother. You take the clip out, and you think it's empty. And it's not. One in a chamber.
It says right here, everybody out there, it says that
Kath took an unloaded .38 revolver and put it to his head, pulling the trigger several times on the empty chambers. Johnson had warned Kath several times to be careful. Kath then picked up a semi-automatic 9mm pistol and, leaning back in a chair, said to Johnson, "Don't worry about it, look, the clip's not even in it." 31. To satisfy Johnson's concerns, Kath showed the empty magazine to Johnson. Kath then replaced the magazine in the gun, put the gun to his temple, and pulled the trigger. However, there was a round in the chamber, and Kath died instantly.
And it broke up the band. They never got over that. It was really bad.
Then Peter Cetera took over, and they came out with probably some of their most epic music. I don't know. They were such a great band.
That's Kath singing. Now, Kath, there he is right there. Kath was mostly known for the song
25 or 6 to 4.
That's not. No, he was mostly known for this one. Yeah, this is the
Oh,
one
yeah.
they played at the service and everything, and it was just really, really bad. I don't know if they still have. Did they have? Oh, here. Oh, look, they have Kath doing it right here. Look. He had that real deep, kind of strange voice, you know.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
Time goes on. I realize
And you know what's so sad is he looks just like my little brother. My little brother was huge like that. Had long hair and stuff.
Yeah.
Play the guitar. He had a really weird, strange vocal. They even talk about it over here. They say that his vocals were so different. He did Color My World, Make Me Smile, and
That's a great song.
he was
too.
described as the white Ray Charles. He sounded a lot like a black man.
Very soulful sound. Yeah.
Very. But he was heavily into drug abuse and alcohol. Of course, you know, they would probably say
Everyone
that.
did.
Yeah, after we die, she was heavily into drug abuse and alcohol.
Of course.
Yeah, it's weird. It's sad.
These guys, no, Chicago did party. I mean, but one of the greatest bands of all time, without any question at all. I'll put them in my top 5
This
of all time.
guy's quoted as saying, "I don't think there's ever been a better rhythm player, and then Terry's leads are, for that day, especially world-class stuff." They were amazing.
Oh yeah,
They were
hit
amazing.
after hit after hit after hit. Every album was successful. You can't say that for very many bands.
He was 31 when he died. That is just such a waste.
And for no reason, because he was playing with a gun. Ugh.
Welcome to our world. It's what happened to us in our little family. It just was devastation beyond belief. It was like
Tragic.
woo, it was bad. I'm chewing gum.
Yeah, you are. Should you and Mr. Midnight Movie call you the Chewies? Chewy 1 and Chewy 2.
We're going to go do some live stand-up soon. It's going to be fun.
Are you really?
Really?
Yeah. We're doing an open mic. Yeah. We'll
gotta-
send you a video.
You got to
Video
video
tapes,
it. Yeah. Is it going to be Mr. Midnight Movie and you or what?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's going to be his thing, and I'm going to just try to, stand beside him and throw in whatever I can contribute to it. We're just going to have probably 6 or 7 minutes, but it's going to be funny.
What is it going to be about? Do you even know yet?
We do. We have a couple ideas right now.
All right.
We'll probably have enough for about 3 or 4 good minutes, and end it.
3 or 4 good minutes.
Who
The rest
knows?
are questions.
I want to show y'all a little bit from a comedian, Jewish person that actually reminds me and Vic both of Mr. Midnight Movie, and this is a little bit of him. This guy is. I can't tell you how funny this guy is. Just watch what he says here. It's really great.
Ideas. Dude, I'm all over the fucking map. Do you know what I want to do right now? I actually want to learn how to fly a helicopter, man. I do. That's my latest thing. Oh, you know why it is? It's because I live in Los Angeles. Yeah, and it's an absolute clusterfuck. When you go into land in that city, just look out the window and just look at the complete lack of planning. There's not even zoning laws. They'll build like a skyscraper next to a house, next to a gun range, and then there's like a fucking daycare center, right?
Is that true, JP?
It makes no sense out here.
City doesn't even work. even when everything else works. So God forbid the dollar collapses or some crazy shit happens. Where are you going to go in a city like that? So you guys are all right out here in Atlanta, you know? You're all right. I don't know, maybe in Atlanta might be crazy. You're on the outskirts, you're fine. You're fine. You don't live in a desert. You slam your face in a bird bath. You're cool, right? Drink that water for a good 30 days. LA, there's nowhere to go. That's why I love the helicopter. Dude, the helicopter is the ultimate fuck this, I'm out vehicle. All you gotta do is assess the situation. Zombie coming up the street, fuck this. This looks safe. You just land. You can sit there hovering. Just sit there in a hover, watching everybody getting killed. Sitting up there eating cheese and crackers with the red stick, you know? Yeah, so I told my wife I want to fly a helicopter, and she's just like, yeah, no. Which I know that came from a place of love, but it still kind of annoyed me, right? Just that she said that shit, like then I was just going to be like, oh, all right. Thought I was going to get to do that, but you said no, so there goes that. Hey, what other dreams aren't I going to get to achieve? You're like, do you already know, or do you wait for me to ask? Yeah. I'm still going to do it. I'm just not going to tell her. I'm just going to go out and do it, pass the goddamn class, and when I get my license, I'm not going to tell her. I'm just going to go out, and I'm going to buy a white silk scarf, and I'm just going to hang it by a nail in the living room. She's just going to be like, what is that? What is that for? What is that? What does that mean? Yeah, someday you'll see. Someday you'll see. The shit hits the fan, and you're freaking the fuck out, and I'm taking branches off some unforeseen helicopter. What is that? Shut the fuck up and get in! I put my scarf on. Right? No. You guys think I'm bullshitting. I'm not. I'm serious. I'm 100% in on this. And ever since I got into it, I'm seeing helicopters everywhere. I never realized how many helicopters there were. Driving down the street like Henry Hill, looking up at them, you know? Doing key bumps and shit. They're after me. Swear to God. I'm seeing stories about them. It's just like that old advertising anecdote, you know, when someone's like, I never realized how many mattresses, commercials there were out there until I needed a mattress. And then all of a sudden, they were all over the place. And then I bought a mattress, and then it all went away. It's the same shit. I saw this story down in Orange County, right? Down in Orange County, California, this guy gave helicopter tours for 30 years. 30 years without incident. Hands the business off to his son. The American dream. I built it up for 30 years. Here you go, son. Make the family and the family name proud. All right, Dad, I love you. Right? This poor kid, 5 days in. He's supposed to give a tour to a couple. Only the dude shows up. The kid thought it was weird, but he's like, I need the money. I got to give him a tour, right? So he takes this guy up. 10 minutes into the tour, the dude fucking jumped out. Yeah. 5 days in. 5 days in from the balloons and the cake. We love you, son. Keep the family tree going. The tradition alive. 5 fucking days later, this kid, he probably barely had the speech down. Just sitting there flying the helicopter. All right, if you look out the left side of the aircraft, that's Orange County. There's over 27 miles of beaches. Put your seatbelt back on. 27 miles of beaches. Was established as a county in 1903. Sir, please don't open the door. Sir, what are you doing? Sir, no, don't! No! What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! What the fuck? What the fuck? Fuck! Air traffic control. I don't know who's on this frequency, but you really need some kind of fucking helicopter. 5 days in. So I read further into the story. Turns out the guy who jumped out, he was 61 years old, terminally ill. He was in pain every day. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with him, and he had had enough. At that point, that guy immediately became a hero in my world, right? You know what I love about him? Not only did he make the decision, he didn't go out like some pussy, right? Handful of pills, watching a romantic comedy, wrapped in an Afghan that Nana made. Fuck that. This guy went out like a man. Take me up in a chopper. I'm looking at the land I love, and then I'm jumping out like a superhero. I loved it. Yeah. This guy should have been wearing a fucking cape. I can't imagine how elated he must have been on that helicopter ride up after finally, just taking back control of his life. Like, fuck you, disease. I decide. Ripping tubes out, gets a burger, shotguns a beer, take me up in the chop. He probably had his fucking foot on the dashboard. He's not even listening to this guy giving the tour, right? Over 27 miles of beaches. Put your seatbelt back on. Established as a county in 1903. Sir, please don't try to open the door. No! Don't do that!
Bill Burr. He's funny.
He's pretty funny. I never heard of him before.
I had never heard of him. You know what he was, guys? He was a podcaster.
Really? There is hope.
He was. He was a podcaster. He did a podcast called something. Bill Burr. Something like Morning Podcast or something. And there's still... I don't know if he did it on Spreaker. It's called the Monday Morning Podcast. I wonder if he did it on Spreaker. I don't know.
How long ago? Spreaker isn't that old. Isn't it? What's 5 years old?
I'm not going to play it. I'm just going to look and see. BillBurr.com. Yeah, so he did it off of his own thingy, but he's very opinionated, and
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr. And I think he's just crazy funny. I mean, just crazy funny. But
can you imagine, like, having the balls to get in a helicopter, knowing that you're going to jump out of it?
I thought it was funny the way he was playing, like, from the other point of view. He goes, Orange County was established in 1903. Put your seatbelt on.
I muted myself because I was laughing out loud.
But the clink to the story, you should hear that the end will kill you. What happens? Listen to what happens to the guy.
500 feet up, you'd think that would be enough. So I'm thinking he must have gone in like Greg Louganis, like no splash. Just...
Wait.
Don't do that!
Now watch what happens to the guy. He lives. The guy lives.
But here's the thing. I left out one small thing. There is one small thing. The guy fucking lived. Yeah.
Can you imagine? But he died. He died of his... He was over water is what it was. And...
But eventually died from his internal injuries?
From his internal injuries, exactly.
Man, that sucks. I wonder if on his way down he's like aiming towards the sand. Shit, I'm going to hit the water. This isn't good.
Oh, ouch.
This is not going to help me. Flapping his little arms, trying to get towards some concrete. Terrible way to go.
And the guy hates women. Just hates. I mean, he's got a girlfriend and all that kind of stuff. And actually, I think he just got married. And the funniest thing he does is he talks about his girlfriend bought a dog while he was out of town. And he said, I should have been involved on that decision because she didn't go get some little fluffy pedigree. She went to the pound and got a used, how does he put it? He's a used dog or something like that. It's just really funny the way he talks about his dog. It's really
yeah.
He's great. So there you go. We were talking about Mr. Midnight. So does Mr. Midnight Movie have anything planned that he's going to talk about?
Oh yeah. We're going to get into things that are, I guess they're issues that are pressing concerns like geriatric rage and all kinds of stuff. Race, white guilt. I think he wants to get into that. That's probably where I'll run off stage before I.
Yeah, before you get bottles thrown at your head.
Yeah, I'll probably take a seat for that stuff. But as long as we're doing, some of our key topics, legalizing prostitution, caning for hard, soft criminals. And
I forgot to tell you, Jewish producer. Victor saw a caning video. It was on Facebook. Somebody Facebooked it to me. Let me see if I can find it to show you, and we can show Mr. Midnight Movie.
By the way, Steve Rush, you're a baseball fan of sorts.
Yep.
You may not know who this is because I've grown up here in Los Angeles my whole life, and he's a legend. He's an icon. His name's Vin Scully. Do you know who he is?
Oh, of course, the announcer. Yeah, amazing guy. I love his voice.
I met him today, dude.
Are you kidding me?
Vin Scully.
The Dodger voice, man. Jesus Christ.
He walks up. He's walking by me, and I said, "Hey, Vinny, you are great." And he says to me, "No, I'm not." He's kind of shaking it off. I said, "Oh, really? If I had to think about it, I'd have to say you're great. I don't say that very often." And he was really nice. He shook my hand, and he said hi, and that was it. But it was pretty interesting.
How cool is that, man? That is very awesome. Yeah, he literally he exemplifies, like when you hear him, you just picture a baseball game. It's a sunny summer day, and Vince Scully's talking, and it's the Dodgers, and it's just magic. I mean, he sounds like baseball.
Yeah, my dad said you should feel honored to say hi to him, and I kind of did. Growing up here, I grew up listening to Vince Scully, so I felt honored. Felt like I was meeting the president.
That's cool.
Really
Good
neat.
for you, man. That was awesome. And he wasn't a dick. That's great.
He was a dick. That was awesome.
That's the best part.
You know what happened? The guy next to me, he's like, "Hey, Vinny, give me a smile." Like he was holding up his cell phone, and he walked away. I'm like, what a dick. Why are you asking for a picture, dude? Just say hi to him. He just wants to say hi.
Yeah, I'd love to meet him, man. How many games have I listened to him with him doing a broadcast? God. Yeah, I grew up with him too. But obviously, you're a Californian, so you must have heard him your whole life. That's like me with Harry Carey, or the iconic voices we have.
From Chicago, and I didn't realize people everywhere knew Vince Scully like I do.
Oh God,
That's
yeah.
good.
Well, I mean, you got to remember he did so many other things, not only just for the local team in California, local teams in California, but whenever they toured, they went on the road. They'd cross through. And Chicago's a superstation, so we'd get cross shows, we get cross games. So we'd always hear him. And then he did sports shows. He did interviews. So yeah, I thought the guy was always class act, and he exemplified. Like I said, I'll repeat myself. He exemplified what baseball should be. He always talked about it in the purest sense of the. Yeah.
Kerry was the same for me. I would hear him in cross broadcasts like the way you're saying.
Yeah, because again, on that Superstation, Channel 9, WGN.
Superstation.
Exactly. So, and your team, the Dodgers certainly were on there, and the Cubs were on there, and that's why they gained so much success and fame. Even though the Cubs have lost 108 years in a row, 111 years in a row, it doesn't matter, because in that Superstation, people all over the world where they don't even have sports teams love them, because it's the only thing they knew. They come home from school and that's what they watched. I'm wearing a Cubs jersey right now as we're talking.
I really wanted him to ask me if I was interested in a foot-long Dodger dog.
There you go. Now you've been to that stadium. How is that?
We'd like you to sing it. And,
Which one?
I said, okay.
Hold on.
And I will say to you, I will sing it. But
Is that him right there talking? I've seen him before.
Is that a deal?
Yeah, he's talking.
All right.
You met him today?
Take me out
Yeah.
to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me something.
Well, usually when you bring up Harry Carey, he'll call in. So I'll go check the phone lines and see if he's there. I don't know. We haven't talked to him in a long time. Let's see.
I'm sure he'll call. He listens every night.
Maybe this is him. Hold on. Let's see if I'll get it. And what do you know? It is from Chicago. Hello, radio show.
Hey,
I knew it.
Just Debbie Daly.
I knew he'd call.
How could you not talk about me?
Hi, Harry Carey.
I miss you like flowers miss the rain. How you doing? JP,
Yeah.
I hear you're talking to one of my buddies.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, Mr. Carey. I met Vin Scully today.
Hey, he must be like 143 by now, no?
143.
Not that old, but yeah, he's old.
Good man. We used to knock back a couple Budweisers at Wrigley and watch the Dodgers kick the Cubs' ass. I loved it.
Here he is on Cracker Jack.
I know what the big deal about Cracker Jack is. Did you ever go and buy a pack of Cracker Jack thinking you're going to get a prize and find no prize in the box? Here's the pitch. That might not sound important to some people when you're a little kid, especially from humble origin, and they cheat you out of a prize.
I never heard him going, hey, did he really do that?
Well, I'm back here. Yeah, absolutely he did. Absolutely he did.
So he would really go like, hey, like that?
Whenever he got excited, and when he had a few too many buds in him, he would just get like nuts. And we have an audio clip here. He would be like,
wait, this one looks good. Wait a minute.
Like, hey, everybody. Oh, holy cow. That was his big sound, you know.
Here he goes. Maybe he'll get wound up on this one here. Okay, I hate people's intros.
Gathered. They knew his time was short.
Are you kidding? Sorry, my bad. It looked like it was going to be Harry Carey talking. Oh my God, that's terrible.
If you, I guess, put in "Home Run Call" by Harry Carey, and that's where you'll probably find him because he goes nuts. He says "Holy cow" every
upstairs didn't want either Myers or Slocum to lead the league in saves today. They remain in a tie. Randy blew a save, and Slocum has blown a save. Boy, oh boy, just think with 2 outs, that high-hopping, slow roller.
Okay, I can hear it there. High-hopping. Yeah,
you gotta get it. You gotta, like, okay, there's Dave Kingman right there. I'm trying to find it as you're going up.
Dave Kingman?
I loved Dave Kingman. I got to meet him too. He was amazing. He was amazing.
King Kong?
Yep, King Kong. There you go. You know your baseball, sir. It had to be one of his calls.
Yeah, I was a big fan.
A little bit of legendary Cubs, and before that he was the St. Louis Cardinals.
I hate when they record the television, you know?
Yeah, but the audio should have still been there.
And welcome to Space, the Infinite Frontier. We've got a great show lined up for you. Joining us in the studio today, all the way from Caltech, is astrophysicist Dr. Ken Waller. Welcome to the show, Ken.
Thanks so much. It's nice being here.
Now,
it's hysterical. This is the funniest bit, one of the funnier bits I've ever seen.
Is it?
Now, Doctor,
oh my God,
recently they've discovered that there might be life on one of the moons of Jupiter. Yeah. Now that's gotta be exciting for you.
Oh, yeah, Harry. We're thrilled to discover that life can theoretically exist below the surface of planets due to the heat caused by volcanic activity.
That's something else. Yeah. Hi! Let me ask, what's your favorite planet?
Well, I don't have a favorite. I find them all fascinating. They're all part of a...
Mine's the sun. Always has been. I like it because it's like the king of planets.
Well, actually, Harry, it's not a planet. It's a star.
Well, planet or star, when that thing burns out, we're all gonna be dead.
Wait, he asks him a great question, Deb. You got to hear the question he asks him. It's worth it. I promise you.
Well, that's true, but it's not going to burn out for a very long time.
Doesn't he always ignore whoever's talking to him?
Kind of. He wants to bloviate a little
Doctor,
bit.
Have you ever seen an eclipse?
Yeah, I've seen many. Yes.
You know, if you stare at it head on, it'll burn your eyes out.
Well, it's not best to stare at the sun during an eclipse, you know.
But it's hard not to. I once took a pair of binoculars and stared at the sun for over an hour.
Why would you do that?
Curiosity, I guess. Heck,
I'm curious like a cat. I have a couple of friends that call me Whiskers.
Because you're curious like a cat?
Yes. Hey, now, kid, we all know that the moon is not made of green cheese.
Yes, that's true, Harry.
But what if it were made of barbecue spare ribs? Would you eat it then?
What?
I know I would. Heck, I'd have seconds. And then polish it off with a tall, cool Budweiser.
You know, I think this actor on the right, for some reason, I've always thought he just reeks of class. I don't know.
Jeff Goldblum.
Well, he's all right. I'm a Will Ferrell fanatic.
Body Snatchers.
He just, for some reason, I just find him just handsome in just an animal type way. He's just so handsome. It's just insane. He's so cute. I mean, not cute. He's just handsome. You know what I mean?
I guess so.
Will Ferrell is crazy.
He's insane. I love that man. I think he's the funniest man on the earth.
George
Who's
Bush.
funnier than Will Ferrell on a regular basis? Seriously.
Not many
They
people.
can do that many characters.
I'm joined here today by one of the most fascinating people on the planet. Me.
I've never seen this.
Me neither.
I'm going to ask some tough questions here. Figure out what
that's
exactly
Will
is
Ferrell.
your legacy.
Yeah, both
President
sides.
Bush. If you had to sum up your presidency in one word, what would that word be? I think I can describe it in two. And that would be tenacious and awesome. And if we put those together, that becomes tenawesome. Tenawesome. I like that. Yeah. You are tenawesome. Yeah, that's good. Who's the one world leader you're going to miss the most? The guy I'm going to miss the most is Vlad Putin. First time I met Putin, I stared right into his eyes, through his eyes into the back of his skull. Mm-hmm. And he said, "What's up? Why are you looking at me like that?" And I just said, "I'm staring into your soul." That makes me think, do you ever use that as a diplomatic strategy? Creeping out?
God, he filleted him. Did y'all ever hear that Bush speech where that Bush impersonator showed up? It was unbelievable. Somebody showed me that one time. It was really funny. He goes to, right here. This is really, really funny to listen to. Watch this guy. I won't play the whole thing. I'll just let you see what he sounds like when he comes on. It's really funny. Now, this is an official thing. They let him do this.
Yeah.
Members of the White House Correspondents Association, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, here I am.
And Bush reacts kind of different.
Here I am at another one of these dang press dinners. Could be home asleep. Little Barney curled up at my feet. But no. I gotta pretend I like being here. The media really ticks me off. The way they try to embarrass me by not editing what I say. Well, let's get things going or I'll never get to bed. Thank you, Mark. I'm absolutely delighted to be here. As is Laura. She's hot. Muy caliente.
It's really funny.
Yeah, just for those of you who are checking this on podcast, the president's standing up there and there's a look-alike right next to him. with the same exact podium.
Yeah, and it's the official dinner.
Oh, yeah. It's the real deal. Yeah, it's the correspondence dinner. And President Obama had probably the fun. I'll go down as saying he's the funniest president ever. Obama?
Oh, absolutely.
God,
he's
funny.
my!
And he could take a joke. He could sit with the best of them. He could be made fun of.
He's called Steve Bridges. Here he is doing Obama.
I want you guys to welcome to our stage.
Watch what
Steve
he
Bridges
does.
As President Barack Obama.
That was the guy that was just doing Bush.
Oh, really?
Now watch him do Obama now. He acts just like him.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Take a seat. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight to my $1,000 a plate fundraiser. I wanted to send Joe Biden, but I was afraid he would talk.
He looks to knock him, act just like
I got to
him.
mute myself. It's too funny.
I know, it's great.
But see, Obama he'll make fun of himself, which is something most presidents don't do to that level. I mean, he will tear himself up, and it's great. Remember Between the Two Ferns?
Oh, shit. Did you ever see that Jewish producer, Between the Ferns, with Obama?
Between Two Ferns, yeah.
Did you? Is he there?
I don't know, hon. I can't tell.
Oh, it's so freaking funny. Oh, look, it came up. That was the first thing that came up. He's really funny on this. Between the Two Ferns is very insulting. It's hysterical.
But he set up for it, and he really did it.
Yeah, and it was really him. Poor Zach Galifianakis. His show sucks.
He's brilliant. All the way to the bank.
Yes.
Poor guy. Shit, he's brilliant, man.
He's funny.
And we're waiting for it to buffer.
Something happened here. What happened? It never does this on me here. Well, anyway, getting back to what we were talking about.
Funnypresidents.com. I wonder why this one is.
I don't know. Oh, it turned awfully yellow all of a sudden, and
maybe it had the.
Here we go.
There we go.
Sorry, I had to cancel a few times. My mouse pad broke last week, and I had to get my great aunt some diabetes shoes. And
You know what, Zach? It's no problem. I mean, I have to say, when I heard that, like, people actually watch this show, I was actually pretty surprised.
Hi, welcome to another edition of Between Two Ferns. I'm your host, Zach Galifianakis, and my guest today is Barack Obama, President Barack Obama.
Good to be with you, Zach.
First question. In 2013, you pardoned the turkey. What do you have planned for 2014?
We'll probably pardon another turkey. We do that every Thanksgiving. Was that depressing to you, seeing one turkey kind of taken out of circulation, a turkey you couldn't eat?
So how does this work? Do you send Ambassador Rodman to North Korea on your behalf? I read somewhere that you'd be sending Hulk Hogan to Syria, or is that more of a job for Tanya Harding?
Zach, he's not our ambassador.
What should we do about North IKEA?
Why don't we move on?
North IKEA.
I have to know, what is it like to be the last black president?
Seriously? What's it like for this to be the last time you ever talked to a president?
It must kind of...
Whoa. Look, he's got black tape on his thing right there.
Yeah, holding his mic.
He's funny. I don't want if I start playing those, I get stuck on them, so I can't play anymore.
I know.
I get stuck on them. That's too funny. He is funny, though. He insults the crap out. We got to hear one more insult. Wait.
Stink, though, that you can't run, 3 times.
No, actually, I think it's a good idea. If I ran a third time, it'd be sort of like doing a third Hangover movie. Didn't really work out very well, did it? Now, I have to say that I've seen this show before, and some of the episodes have probably been a little bit better than this. For example, the one with Bradley Cooper, that was a great
Bradley
show.
Cooper, yeah, everybody loves
He kind of carried that movie, didn't he?
Which film are you speaking of?
Those Hangover movies. Basically, he carried them.
Yeah, everybody loves Bradley. Good for him.
Good-looking guy.
Being like that in Hollywood, that's easy. Tall, handsome, that's easy. Be short, fat, and smell like Doritos and try to make it in Hollywood. Is it going to be hard in 2 years when you're no longer president and people will stop letting you win at basketball?
How does it feel having a 3-inch vertical?
It's a 3-inch horizontal. So. Where are you planning on building a presidential library, in Hawaii or your home country of Kenya? Because
your home country of Kenya. Look at Barack Obama.
Kenya. That's funny. He actually asked a recent question. His library will be built in Chicago. Ironically, he just asked that question. They were just talking about it on the news.
But he just insulted his birth certificate thing, remember? He was from Kenya.
All through it. Yeah. He tears them up.
Places seem like they would be...
Zach, that's a ridiculous question.
Well, not to bring up the birth certificate thing, but you really never did really produce your real...
Where's your birth certificate? Why don't you show it to us right now?
I don't want to show anybody my birth certificate because it's embarrassing.
What's embarrassing about it?
My weight on it, it says that I was born 7 pounds, 800 ounces. You know what I would do if I were president, Mr. President? I would make same-sex divorce illegal. Then see how bad they want it.
I think that's why you're not president. That's a good thing.
You said if you had a son, you would not let him
Look, they
play
have his
football.
microphone
What makes you
taped
think
on
that
him.
He would want to play football. What if he was a nerd like you?
Do you think a woman like Michelle would marry a nerd? Why don't you ask her whether she thinks I'm a nerd?
Could I?
No, I'm not going to let her near you.
So do you go to any websites that are .coms or .nets, or do you mainly just stick with .govs?
No, actually, we go to .govs. Have you heard of healthcare.gov?
Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay, let's get this out of the way. What did you come here to plug?
Well, first of all, I think it's fair to say that I wouldn't be with you here today if I didn't have something to plug. Have you heard of the Affordable Care Act?
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. That's the thing that doesn't work. Why would you get the guy that created the Zune to make your website?
Healthcare.gov works great now. And millions of Americans have already gotten health insurance plans. And what we want is for people to know
at his watch.
Right. Big inconvenience.
That you can get affordable health care. And most young Americans, right now, they're not covered. And the truth is that they can get coverage all for what it costs you to pay your cell phone bill.
Is this what they mean by drones?
He drones on and on and on.
Fuck.
God, he had some nerve, man. That took a lot of nerve.
The most powerful man on the planet. And Obama, of course, read all this and knew what was going to be said to him.
And then he says, he said something like, what's it going to feel like when you people don't let you win at basketball or something?
The point is that a lot of young people, they think they're invincible.
Did you say invisible? Because
no,
I just think like that's impossible.
Not invisible, invincible.
Okay.
Meaning that they don't think they can get hurt.
I'm just saying that nobody could be invisible if you had said invisible.
I understand that. If they get that health insurance, it can really make a big difference. And they've got till March 31st to sign up.
I don't have a computer, so how does...
Well, then you can call 1-800-318-2596.
I don't have a phone. I'm off the grid. I don't want you people looking at my text, if you know what I mean.
First of all, Zach, nobody's interested in your texts. But second of all, you can do it in person. And the law means that insurers can't discriminate against you if you've got a pre-existing condition anymore.
Yeah, but what about this, though?
That's disgusting. How long have you had that?
Oh, just 4 months.
Really?
Spider bites. I got attacked by spiders.
Zach, you need to get that checked right away. You need to get on healthcare.gov because that's one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen.
Is your plug finally over?
I suppose so.
So which country were you rooting for in the Winter Olympics?
Seriously? I'm the President of the United States. What do you think, Zach?
I want to thank President Obama for being on the show.
I'm going to press this.
Don't touch that, please. Thanks for the interview, and thanks for letting me shoot my show here all these years.
He goes, what are you doing in the Oval Office?
You've been shooting these shows here in the diplomatic room? Who gave you permission to do that?
Bush.
Seriously?
Bush. He's such a liar. He's so cute.
If you guys get a chance, it's called Between Two Ferns. There are about 30 episodes, and not one of them are bad. Seriously.
It's great. Brad Pitt refuses to speak to him, remember? He goes, "What's it like to not have a suntan because you stand in the shadow of your wife?" God.
I still say, I think the Obama one's probably my favorite, only because it's just the way it's done. But there's not a bad one. Remember with the one night we sat and we watched them all?
Remember when him and Will Ferrell insulted those kids on that debate? They were giving them Jack Daniels and stuff. It's funny.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, it's crazy.
There's some great stuff on YouTube. There is some great stuff out there. Seriously.
I know. It's out of control.
You know, YouTube is, when it came out, it was the greatest invention of all time. Did you know that?
Did you know that Steven, my son, was one of the first people on YouTube? I kid you not.
No kidding.
He makes a pretty good living on his YouTube money that he gets. If you can get a video on there and get 100,000 listeners, they start paying you a pretty good sum of money.
Yeah, because we were talking about, what's her name? The really pretty girl?
Mm-hmm.
Marbles?
Jenna
Is that her name? Jenna Marbles, yeah.
I haven't listened to her in so long. I
wouldn't choose anything new. I find her just, not only she's funnier than she is beautiful. And she's on really
my, what is that? Oh, that's pretty. Where'd you find that? Oh, you found it in the closet. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't seen her videos in a long time. I just haven't checked her out. She's on my channel. She's one of my...
Yeah, I have her too, but I haven't seen anything new. She hasn't popped up.
Subscribe. Let me stop that from starting to play. Let's see. She's over here, I thought, somewhere. Jesse Pinkman. Let's see, where is she? I thought she was. Josh Peterson.
Probably have hundreds, don't you?
There she is. Oh, there she was. I saw her. Do. Mr. Midnight Movies on there.
Listen for the squeaky toy.
Yeah. Let's see, what is she doing now? Reading mean comments. Let's see. Almost 1 million views, and she did it 20 hours ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that picture of her.
So I asked you yesterday on my Facebook what you guys wanted to see, and overwhelmingly you guys wanted me to read mean comments, preferably drunk. I'm not gonna get drunk for this video, but it had the most likes, more than any request in recent memory. So I really wanted to make a video that you guys wanted this week, because last week I did fuckery. That means next week will be fuckery. So yeah, I've been putting off making this video because it's a downer. It's fucking sad, and also it's not an original idea. It is not my idea. Many people have done this. Jimmy Kimmel does this. So I've sort of been hesitant to do it, but I know that you guys really wanted to see it, so I wanted to make you guys laugh this week by trashing Jenna. Not all of them are tweets. I pulled comments from everywhere, like fucking deep corners of the internet forums. I pulled them from all over the place. Here's the video that you wanted to see this week. I'm gonna read some mean comments. You're a slut hoe bitch. Without makeup on, she looks like a guy. Blushing face, 100. This chick is busted without makeup. I'll agree with that one. Ugly slut you are. Thanks, Yoda. Jesus, she looks so different without makeup. That's a shame. She is one of those fake bitches. Oh my god, she looks horrible. Fuck you, bitch. Ellipses. You're one of the most famous people on YouTube. It's kind of like being the smartest person with Down syndrome. Cunt. Jenna Marbles is horrible and I hate her. She reminds me of the Katy Perry type. I'm one of the boys, but girls can be fierce. Yay, everyone relate to me. And the cute things I do. Sigh, sigh. It throws feminism backwards, and I genuinely want to throw up in one of her videos. Sigh. Sorry, but I just wanted to get it off my chest. I found some of these on a Facebook page called Jenna Marbles and Her Fans Are Mentally Retarded. She doesn't know her skin color, I guess, and she hangs out with tools that just want to get laid. It's a picture of Marbles. I guess Marbles wants to get laid. Idiot. That was actually funny. It's so ridiculous. Pretty much every Jenna Marbles fan. What winners? A real woman, a fake slut. Sad the one on the right is more idolized. Fuck humanity. It's a real woman. Oh. Jenna Marbles is a go-go dancer, not a stripper. Same shit. Correction. Used to be. Buzz, look, Jenna Marbles made a funny video. Where? My friend says when you cuss, you shorten your days. Looks like Jenna is gonna die very soon. Suck cock ASAP. What's the nail mark? What's the nail mark on your nose bridge? LOL. It's a scar. You always post selfies and your hair always looks like shit. People who actually support Jenna Marbles should just be shot on sight. Seriously, they're too stupid to keep alive. Jenna Marbles is for sheep. She got one ugly ass face. Nice body, but that face really ugly. Yeah, she's fucking terrible. I'm not sure if she knows or not, but she just comes off as slightly retarded in the vast majority of her videos. How anyone can watch this chick is beyond me. I think it's a ripoff OJ Jenna Maroney. That's not even mean. I guess I'm OJ. Slut, you're a LeBain. You are stupid, not to mention a dumb cussing bitch. But I bet you get that all the time. I just hope you die. So you're saying no makeup? So you're saying no makeup, no sucky cocky, and with lipstick swallow, spit, or gargle. I just hope you die. You are fuck ugly. Holy shit. So fake, this is not Miley Cyrus. You're a bad, bad person. I don't know what I did to deserve that, but okay. Jenna was funny at this time, space, exclamation point. Now she is just stupid and never funny. You are.
Have you ever seen...
Now, this reminds me of something really, I swear I want to interrupt it. This is, whenever somebody becomes popular, they get attacked by people that have nothing better to do.
Oh, no, they all really hate me, Steve. They don't hate.
Doesn't this remind you of
they don't hate
the shit that they say?
They just say this shit about everybody, about JP. Everybody.
You. Insanity.
Have you ever seen... Is JP still with us?
I haven't heard him in a while. Been asking. JP, you there?
This is pretty funny.
I think you might have went to sleep.
It's Jimmy Kimmel, and it's called Reading Mean Tweets, and it is so freaking funny. It's really funny. I think that's kind of what she was doing.
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow, you ugly ass, big bird looking bitch. Shut the up.
Unpopular opinion. Lena Dunham's boobs are dog noses.
Does Gerard Butler have a massive student loan or something? Is that why he does all these films? No, I don't have a student loan. I just do all these films.
Ty Burrell looks like John Hamm if John Hamm was a crack addict.
How old is Bob Newhart now? About 120?
I feel like Britney Spears is stalking me on the radio. Quit forcing your suckage on me, you tired hack.
Gina Davis is a real man's man.
Chloe Moretz, or whatever her stupid name is, looks like my Seriously, she is not decent looking whatsoever. You must have a really bleached
Stop, Chris Pratt.
I hate that Scandal cast Scott Foley. He is TV poison for one thing, and he's a creep with raper face. What is raper face?
Michael Chiklis looks like a scrotum.
Ted Danson sucks donkey balls. He's right.
Guys, John Stamos has a gross belly button. That's up. I don't. He's right.
I hope you all have a great weekend, except you, Lisa Kudrow. You.
If an alien landed here and demanded a famous person to eat,
I drive straight to Adam Sandler's house with a net. Now,
Nick Offerman's hands seem crazy small compared to his head.
David Blaine looks like his voice is putting his face to sleep.
I had a good chuckle over that one.
That was pretty
I'm coming
funny.
after you.
I clicked it accidentally. Sorry.
You would indulge us for a moment. You know, one of the most interesting things about Twitter is it connects celebrities directly to their fans and vice versa.
Yeah, David Cross is not my kind of comedian.
Hey, Roseanne, get a life.
You are a big
Jason Bateman is gay? Question mark? Who knew?
Yo, at Kevin_Nealon, you suck fat balls. That is true.
If you change the I in Anna Faris's last name to a T, you get Anna Farts. Interesting.
Wait, ellipses. So, ellipses. Busy Phillips is not a Dixie chick?
LOL, yo. Will Ferrell, dumb. So D-U-M. Oh, maybe you're dumb.
Kristen Bell is so ugly. Way too ugly to play Snow White in Snow White and the Huntsman.
This is confusing. This is not. Will Arnett looks like Dracula. Wow. Looks like a cartoon version of Dracula or Dracula. What?
That's like you, Steve.
My teeth? That, you know what it is? My hairline. Got it. Thank you.
It's people like Kathy Griffin who are the root causes for why redheads are perceived as the spawn of Satan.
Oh, this one's actually sweet. Can it be my turn to punch Andy Dick until there's bones in his stool?
God, look at his face.
He's a fucking nut.
Will Ferrell's a fool. That's a compliment. That one I can tell is a compliment. I'm a fool. Look at me, yo. I'm a fool. Thank you. Thank you.
The guys, when they did the was it the music ones where they got the NBA? It was the NFL. Well, you'll probably know the NFL. I'll show you one more. It's the Mean Tweets NFL. And you know what? I think one of the guys I think that Geddy Lee's on the music edition, but it's Mean Tweets, the NFL edition. Do you think it's funny?
Oh, it's hysterical. I love it, man. I love that all these big stars have to go through the same shit that you go through on your show.
You'll probably know these people. I don't really know them, but here we go with the NFL edition of Reading Mean Tweets.
The fact that excessive celebration is a penalty pisses me off. Thanks, Terrell Owens, you piece of donkey.
You, Dwight Freeney. I hope your foot rips off in the game. You. Really?
Deshaun Jackson seems like no matter how much money he makes, he won't stop shopping at Express.
Deshaun Jackson is a
Dez Bryant is a baby back bitch.
Keyshawn Johnson must have ate the guys who used to cover him. Fat bastard.
Like, whatever. Michael Strahan's teeth are having a middle school dance where the boys stand on one side of the room and the girls stand on the other.
That's
Did
horrible.
Brandon Marshall really cry in his post-game interview? Grow some balls, bro.
It was so mean. Isn't Steve Smith like 50 years old? No. Actually, I'm 35.
Terrell Suggs looks like a penis.
At
Aaron Andrews. Hopefully a ball to your temple will knock the stupid out of you.
Ike Taylor once caught a football. ... LOLJK.
Hoping Vernon Davis blows a hamstring tonight. Fingers crossed. That's not nice.
Clay Matthews is a bitch. Not playing because of your thumb? Chop that thing the f*** off and get in there. I respect that.
Malcolm Smith, you just won the Who the F*** Are You award. I'm the Super Bowl MVP. Who the F*** are you?
Emma Stone looks like she smells like cat piss.
Pharrell looks like a sewer rat.
DeAndre Jordan doesn't look like he knows how to read. Well, I just read that, you idiot.
Oh, man. Some of them you can tell just get a little tweaked off, and I never can tell if they're joking or...
I think they read them ahead of time. They're just having a good time with it.
You think?
Because I mean, just like you can't let these people get to you because they're gonna, because you have any kind of celebrity, they get pissed off. They're gonna come at you. So this is just proof. This is absolutely what you should be looking at.
Oh, here's the NBA. I've never seen this.
NBA players and personalities tend to be very active on Twitter, and while Twitter does give them an opportunity to connect with their fans, it also opens them up to a lot of criticism.
Thank you, Jimmy.
What's the difference between Ron Artest and Meta World Peace? Nothing. They are both huge pieces of What other man?
Has anyone noticed that Chris Paul has Michael Jackson's original nose?
Is it me or does Rajon Rondo look like that turtle named Franklin or Nick Jr.?
He does. Jen
He
watches
does?
that show.
Yeah.
That turtle named Franklin on Nick Jr. You know that turtle? Well, I'll tell you later.
Bill Simmons looks like the type of guy who will watch you sleeping.
Suck my duck, Matt Barnes. I think you meant to say you're going to talk spell it right.
Bob Costas is a vampire. Mark my words.
Blake Griffin is still ugly as
Oh, wow. Who was that from? Andre Iguodala sucks gazelle.
Remember when Kobe Bryant used to dunk and it wasn't a surprise? Now every time he dunks, it's a big deal. Yeah, I remember that. Greg Anthony looks like a young person in costume as a grandfather.
Okay.
You and that Buick commercial. You know you don't fit in that Buick. That's supposed to be me?
DeAndre Jordan doesn't look like he knows how to read. Well, I just read that, you idiot.
So are there one? What you said?
I should read my.
Is there
You want me to
music
read
one?
my mean tweets right now?
Oh God, go ahead if you got them.
Oh, I always have mean tweets. Not.
You have mean everything. Just go to your fucking chat room every night.
Wait, we need to get the background. Let's get the background. It was Everybody
Hurts by R.E.M.
R.E.M., right. That's funny. Here we go. Debbie's going to read her mean tweets.
I'm going to have to mute myself because I'll start cracking up.
Here we go with Debbie's mean tweets. From Sleep the God. References a 7-month-old show where we proved Debbie and her friends to be retarded. I fucking laughed out loud. Okay. Steve, you said you were going to mute.
Sorry.
To Debbie Daly. I don't have time to listen to this boring shit. Laughing my fucking ass off. Let's go down here. From Stabby McHugs. Debbie, why are you so cruel? Must you always crush my dreams like I'm another Steve Rush?
That's great.
Okay. Let's go down. Debbie, your new IP looks yummy. Debbie got wrecked. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Oh, look at Mr. Manhattan movie. Debbie Daly is mad as fuck. Apocalypse says, Debbie, why are you mad this time? Apocalypse says, I'm sensing some anger in Debbie's show title. Let's see what we have here. Debbie Daly is mad as fuck. Let's see. Okay, let's get past all of them. There's a bunch of these. Okay. Debbie Daly. We will DDoS your show every night for the next 2 weeks. Blah, blah, blah. Tweet me back or it gets worse. This attack. Oh, let's get to some other ones. Everybody hurts. Okay, here's one. Let's get to some other people. That guy's been Twitter bombing me here.
No shit.
Golly, it just goes on and on. All right. Debbie Daly was sighted burning her excess gas at the epicenter of the 3.5 earthquake felt in Fort Worth, Texas.
That's nice.
Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. I'm just scrolling down. I'm not prepared here. Jewish producer says, Debbie, Mr. Midnight Movie and Steve and Stabby, I think it would be groovy to have a character with really bad gas. Barco says, wait, that was a request. Let's see. Rooter says, no open line for old Rooter. That's why all the trolls are infesting. I'm troll raid. Oh, I know some of these are bad, that Goofy Bone says. Let's see, I might have 1,000 sock puppets, but that one's not mine. Barco says, I guess Skyping into your show is way down on Desert Roses or anyone's list of reasons to grouch at me. I'm very grouchable, he says. Let's see. Hang on. Well, I don't know. Some of them are bad. These are really bad, I know, about me. Oh, he blocked me. Goofy blocked me. Aw, it's bad, Goofy.
Damn it. What are you going to do, Deb?
Yeah, you know, what are you going to do? Body hurts. Let's see what else we got. Some of them are pretty bad. Yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, there's so many on here. It goes on forever. Oh, wait a minute. I just saw one. Oh, I just went past it. Barco says that Mr. Solution is peddling his 10-speed to Texas to get a room and hope he can sneak away from the V-Man. It's playing right now. Carlos Mencina. Goofy Bone is to this guy the way Debbie Daly is playing right now is to Carlo Mencina is to Bill Cosby. I don't get that one really. Let's see what else we got. So they're out there.
There it is. But do you see the common thread there?
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's what Victor was saying when I was on mute. Victor said that's really funny. It reminds you of you. Exactly. One Angry Jew says, learn how to use your spell check, Debbie. Whatever he's doing on the air has to be more interesting than Cowpoke Radio. Barco and Debbie are like wine and oil. And the last one says, Debbie, why do you take every opportunity to put your manicured foot on the neck of black people? That's ridiculous. I don't do that.
I remember you read that one live on the air, and I just nearly spit up, man. So funny. Of course, it's so untrue. That's what makes it funny.
Look, you are my Marge, and I am your Homer.
You know what you got to do, Deb? You got to record all these in Audacity, then put that audio track behind it to where it's nice and clean. That would be awesome. And we have your own. You see all the celebrities though that were on Kimmel? Oh my God, they're some of the biggest stars on the planet.
That is pretty great.
And they get called pieces of shit and rapists and all this other stuff. So it just comes with the territory of having some success.
Man, how come every time I listen to one of those shows, Debbie is talking about somebody that hates her? Does anybody like her? Am I really the only one who wants to have crazy bipolar sex with her? That comes from Rick. God. And it just goes on and
crazy
on.
Bipolar sex. I got to think how that would work.
Debbie daily chats with her biggest fan, herself, and no surprise, they both agree. That's from Stabby. Thank you, Stabby.
Stabby does come up with some good ones.
I know, he really does. Hail Satan, says Apocalypse. Eternal youth. Stabby McHugs is making our heads turn. What is this? There's no point honking at elderly drivers.
No, I'm looking at it.
Oh, she's not even funny. One more. Stabby says, yes, it's infected my heart. I feel nothing but love now. Let me share my fluids with you.
There you go. Sounds like a Hallmark card.
He says he hates me the way a junkie hates heroin. So there you go. Thank you, boys. Ugh, my man.
Deb. Those are beautiful. Now you can go to sleep tonight with warmth in your heart, knowing that so many people do care. I'm thinking, like, if Will Ferrell can get over it, Debbie Daly's going to get over it, guys. That's all I'm thinking.
It just doesn't bother me. It used to bother me, but it doesn't bother me anymore. I mean, when it first started happening, I was like, oh my God, these people are being so mean. I've never heard of this. I remember the very first troll call I got. Me and Jake looked at each other and thought, what the hell was that?
What was it? Yeah, let's visit that.
It was Rob from the BWC. I just answered the call. I said, line so-and-so, you're on the air. And he was like, nigger, saying horrible words. And I went,
oh, I remember that.
I mean, I was so shocked. I was going, oh my God, what was that? And Jake goes, what was that? What was that? What was that? I had this.
Such an innocent show at the time.
I have to show you what Jake sent me on Facebook. It's so sweet. You especially are going to remember this. Jake sent me. It's right. I saw it today. Well, that's cute. Let's see. Jake sent me right here. Watch.
You're my honey bun, sugar plum, pumpkin, pumpkin. You're my sweetie pie. You're my cupcake, gumdrop, snickums, spickums. You're the apple of my eye.
I used to play this every night when my show was over. If you heard, what's it called? Cupcake. If you heard Cupcake, that meant it was over.
The show was done.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty funny.
Every night it would end this way.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless if it was a wild show, a stupid show, a crazy show, it didn't matter. This was the end.
I want you to know that I'll always be right here. And I love to sing 2 songs to you because you are so dear.
And I would go dink and I'd cut it off.
Yep. That was a great... I love that. That's so cool.
That was
sweet. I gotta play that for my grandkids. My grandkids will love that.
Yeah, he
they
sent
will
it.
Absolutely love that.
Oh, that's right. That probably reminds you of that little angel, Teresa.
Oh, good.
What was her name? Teresa. Yeah, look, from Jake to Debbie Montoya. Isn't that sweet?
That's awesome.
And I said, oh, I love you, Jake. And he said, I love you too, Debbie. He was with me for a long time.
He was good, too. He was real good.
And an old friend of ours from the show, Steve, you don't remember, her name was Mary. She used to call in all the time for advice. She says, I like those friends that you don't have to talk to every day, but you're still friends even if you go weeks without talking. Mm-hmm. Mary used to call all the time. Now she's sending me things on Facebook. So,
yeah, very cool. It's cool. I love that you got that from him. So he's doing well, obviously.
Oh, he's doing great.
Thinking about you, that's very
He's
cool.
doing great. Yeah, we'll always probably keep in touch. But before we go off the air, in the new year, I want y'all to think about doing Less talking and more listening. Less television and more reading. Less planning and more doing. Less soda and more water. Less being connected and more putting the phone down. Less junk food, more fruits and vegetables. Less complaining, more encouraging. Less excuses and more responsibility. Less worrying and more hoping. Less doubting and more believing. Less procrastinating and more achieving. Less frowning, more smiling. Less selfishness, more giving. Less weakness, more confidence. Less ignorance, more understanding. Less ungratefulness and more thankfulness. Less of the world and more of whoever you conceive God to be. Steve, did I play you what I got off of Tinker Toy? Were you here? No. I didn't play it for you. It was this stupid thing I did, but you know how he is. He is just the light of my life. And right. I was with places. Mika, you came over. Okay, let me show you what he did. Where's it? It's in my cell phone. Is it still in my pocket? Wait, let me see. What did I do with it? Oh, no, I put it in my bag. Here it is. Okay, it's kind of goofy. It's kind of silly. But it was just something that I was thinking in the car. He and I were together in the car. You know, the baby that I'm not allowed to be alone with, according to the trolls.
That's always by your side. Oh, my God.
Oh, I only have 1% left. I wonder if I can hit it. It's on right.
1% left on your
1% on my phone. Oh my God!
All right. Luck.
I know. I bet it won't even go through. It'll stop. Okay, here we go.
What is segregation?
I don't know. Probably. That's funny. What does that mean?
We're in the car together.
What is racism?
Racism. Polar bears.
What is prejudice?
Person in business.
What is segregation?
It's coming.
It's coming to me. Hold on.
Okay.
He said it's a red trick.
Oh, wow.
That's all I got out of him now. Well, thank you for calling me.
That was very cute. That was very, very cute. You should end this with Cuppy Cake. Go back to Cuppy Cake and play that for our out song. I think that would be fitting.
Well, remember I told everybody it sort of says, did you see the picture I put on there of Jesse, the little boy?
Yeah, I did. That was awesome.
So did Lester. I told everybody that it used to say what I wanted to say to my friends, which is all of them are just like, you're my this, you're my that, and I'll always be right here. You know, it was just so sweet. All right. Good night, Steve.
It was definitely a different time, that's for sure.
And let's do this again the next time. Like I said, I'll take you anytime if I told you if it's 3:00 in the morning, remember?
Well, Lahan, that's why I called you. I figured I was hoping that you'd be up. I did want to talk to you, and if we could do a show, that would be wonderful. If not, I understand. So
I've been invited to the Million Mask March in London. I wish I could go so bad. I have some friends in Anonymous over there, some real big shots. So until then, I'm Debbie for Steve Russian, Jewish producer. Until the next time we do this deal, okay?
Good night, people.
Good night, people.
You're my honey bun, sugar plum, pumpkin. You're my sweetie pie. You're my cupcake, gumdrop, snickums, spickums. You're the apple of my eye. And I love you so, and I want you to know that I'll always be right here. And I love to sing 3 songs to you because you are so dear.
You keep slapping that bass.